In this video, we're going to be talking about how to use your Sonosite machine as well as save studies. First, I want to quickly go over your machine. So this is an image of your Sonosite Edge 2. We have the power button here on the top. We also have these up and down arrows, and they actually relate to the labels here on the screen. So when you select these analog buttons, it actually is telling you the function here on the lower screen. You'll notice that there's page 1 out of 2. That means if you push this up arrow, you actually get to a whole nother page of buttons here. And this can be used to have a dual screen, to add a guideline, as well as to change the dot in the upper left corner. Other things you'll notice is the most commonly used is down here is going to be your gain. If you turn this knob to the right, the image will get brighter. Turn to the left, it will get darker. If you adjust this far field knob, this will actually increase the brightness just at the bottom of the screen and not the top, whereas the near field knob will actually increase the brightness at the top of the screen, but not the bottom. Depth is going to be probably your second most important functionality you're going to use, and this is going to change the depth. You can see here on the right is your depth markers. If you push this up, it's going to make it more shallow, and this is going to make your image go deeper. Other important things is going to be your modes. On the right side, you're going to have 2D, which is going to be your standard scanning mode. Doppler is going to allow you to use functions like pulse wave or power Doppler. Color Doppler is going to turn on that red and blue color to allow you to look at vessels and flow. And M mode is going to bring along your motion mode cursor and allow you to look at fetal heart tones. And if it's in your practice, look at endpoint septal separation. Other key buttons on here are going to be your clip button. This is going to save a video clip. And your save button here is going to save a still image. Your freeze button is going to be important when you're actually saving measurements because you'll freeze the image. You'll go ahead and measure with your calipers, and then you'll save the image. Your select function will be used for a variety of tasks when you're going through menus and such. And then also just drawing your attention to this area here. Patient is going to be where you're going to start a new exam, enter information, and end exam. And your review button is going to be where you can review your studies. So let's go ahead and jump into how you get started with performing an exam. So before we begin our exam, we need to enter in the patient information. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the patient button right here. This is going to bring up the patient info screen. Next, we have to push new end. When you push that button, it ends the previous examination and creates a fresh new study because we don't want to be saving images on a previous study. Next, we want to enter in patient information, last name, first name, MRN number, and then we'll go ahead and put our initials in the reading doctor section. Then push done, and you're ready to start your exam. Now we're going to talk about how to save images. It's important that for any of your studies to make sure you save exemplary images of either normal findings or pathologic findings. In general, video clips are going to be preferred as this provides more information. However, if you are doing a measurement, then you can do a still image. So in order to save video clips, what you're going to do is you're going to push the clip button and it's going to record 4 seconds proactively. To save a still image, you're going to push the freeze button, and this is actually going to freeze the image. You can actually move back and forth on the mouse pad. That actually can cycle you back a few seconds till you find the image you want. To do a caliper measurement, you push caliper and then go ahead and measure. And then when you're actually ready to save the image, go ahead and push that save button. And now push unfreeze and you can go back to scanning. Now, once you're done saving images, you can actually end your exam, but you can also review your studies by just clicking the review button there, and that'll bring up all the images you saved. You can go ahead and cycle through your images with the up and down arrow. And if you actually want to play your video, you can push that play button, and that'll allow you to see those clips that you previously did. Now you can also actually adjust the speed of the video by pushing that button there. That'll allow you to slow the image down. And you can continue to cycle through, and when you're done, simply push the done button. So now you're ready to end your exam. Go ahead and push the patient button one more time like you did at the beginning, and push the new end button there. Once you do that, your images and studies are saved, and the next study is ready to be performed.